Hi Virgo. Okay, so let's see. What do we have here? In your relevant past, it looks like something occurred out of nowhere, and caused you to be a little unbalanced, a little not really sure, indecision, which is for a Virgo and not a comfortable feeling. And here we have another card of indecision. Yeah, if you look at this, it's 2. It's indecision, and it's you being extremely uncomfortable in this choice you have to make. And this too is a card of choices, but this is a much more relaxed card. This is someone understanding they have choices and calmly making the choice. So it's very possible you go from this energy to this energy. But there was a choice you had to make, or something very, very soon you're going to have to make. In the present energy, it is what I think is you working on something very diligently. Something has become a burden, but you're managing to carry it for sure. And here we have somebody breaking out of a norm, or somebody that wishes to. There's something that maybe is expected of you that you possibly no longer want to be. And that is probably another choice. Here we have, all right, now this is your future. Now this is the 3 of Swords, but if you notice, the typical 3 of Swords is straight on, you know, swords piercing the heart. But on this side we have a knight that is observing this from afar. There's something of beauty in the picture. There's still hope. The knight's very upset about this. I'm not sure whether that's you right now, watching your own pain and studying it instead of feeling it. But this is an angry card. This is a card, this is the King of Swords, but he's not, this would be a normal aspect of him. This is him seeing something in the distance that is angry. It's disturbing. And I'm wondering if you saw something, maybe somebody that you love went through something very painful. Maybe you went through something very painful, but it brought out your anger. And what you want is the truth. Whatever it is that happened, you just want the truth, and you want to come back together with, this came out as one. So you only want this union if it's true, if it's the truth, or you need some truth that's attached to this union that might be confusing to you, because even at the bottom of the deck we have Temperance, and we have someone trying to keep balance, someone really trying to balance things out. There's a lot of cards that looks like it's somewhat of a struggle. Now this is a column of warnings, so here we have the Ten of Swords, and you've probably seen this card before, more like that, right, where someone's stabbed 10 times with a bunch of swords. On this side, it's different. Again, he is observing. Now, for some of you, you might have seen somebody that you care for very much get hurt, very much like this card. Or for some of you, someone might have tried to really do some damage to you, and if you notice, they only got his armor, they didn't get him. He's watching it, but things are not as they seem. And you know, this could very well be for some of you that someone really tried to hurt you, and instead you were disturbed, but you were not, no real damage was done. In the warning pile, you have somebody offering you a cup, somebody offering you their love, their emotions, and it is in the warning column. So the truth is, this is a warning. And here we have the Star, and this too is a warning. If you notice, the Star, when it's positively aspected, is beautiful. It's another card of balance. It's also a card of Aquarius. It's also a card of truth and hope and wishes coming true. But on this side, she's in the rain, and she sees a figure, I mean, that is just an outline of someone. It's not really a person. And so you have to wonder if this person is what they seem. Now in the energy, interestingly enough, in the energy that's available to you, this column is for the energy that's available to you that's positive, that you have to make a choice. Do I take this energy, or do I choose a different path? But this is available to you in this situation. And interestingly enough, you pulled the Seven of Swords, and you know, normally it's a card of deceit, lying, being sneaky, but it's almost as if Spirit is telling you to keep certain things close to the chest before you make a judgment, or you might have to be sneaky in order to get the correct judgment, in order to really understand what's going on and get what you want to get, to hold the truth in your hands, to hold that thing. This is an important card. I'm not sure why I feel that way. I think that it might go against who you are normally. You're not the Seven of Swords. So it might be a difficult energy for you, but I do see a lot of swords in this reading. So you have this indecision. Maybe the indecision itself is what became the burden. Maybe letting it go. I don't know. I just get the feeling that it's this sword's energy is attached to this love offer. And even here you do have the Lovers, but I mean, not the Lovers, you have the Two of Cups, but you, right next to it, there is a Sword of Truth, and it isn't inverted or anything, but it's almost like you don't want one without the other, and you need to probably do some things that are uncomfortable for you in order for you to get that truth, because it is become a burden. This is the center of your reading, and it's become a burden for you. It's not, it's creating all kinds of things in you that shouldn't be there. I don't really see, other than this card, I don't see too many pentacles. I don't see too many grounded, it's too much grounded earth energy the way I would normally see in a Virgo reading. So let us do this for clarification for Virgo for October. Okay. Wow. Yeah. You have 3 cards of deceit. You have the 7 of Swords again. And it is coming under self. And you have the 3 of Swords under love. Someone very close to you. It came out again. But I want to go through everything here. We have finances and wealth, which is leave me alone and be brave. It doesn't have anything particular. Let me see, what is this? Libra energy, balance. It's that balance again. You're balancing something. Are you trying to balance your work life and your love life? Are you trying to balance the 10 of Wands energy where you're just so overwhelmed? Maybe someone's putting too much on you. Maybe you feel as though you have no choice in this matter. But there is a male energy in health and well-being that is pretty prevalent. It looks like you're trying to break out of a way of thinking and and sort of reincarnate into something else here. You have fertility between home and family and health and well-being. And, you know, we have something that you're keeping close. You are protecting yourself somehow. You are. But there are right in the middle, near under love, you have this 3 of Swords. You also have Gemini energy, which is a duality. Maybe you're dealing with a Gemini. Maybe you're dealing with a Libra. Although I do think that is more to do with balance than an actual sign. But for some of you, it's the number 2 again. It could be a third-party situation. It very well could be somebody not being very honest with you. And here is the sign of Virgo between advice and love. You are listening to yourself here. You're not disregarding your gut feelings. And you have not, the Spirit is telling you not to give up. And it's right next to the snake. And it's also right next to the 7 of Swords energy, okay? And the snake is right in the middle. Along with this, the evil eye. And this particular evil eye is somebody, especially next to the snake, it's somebody that wishes bad on you. I have another evil eye that is a protective evil eye, but this one is not. Now this is the world, so it could be you closing out a cycle for sure. And you have the sun here. So you have the sun, the world, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So under advice and guidance, you have the Wheel of Fortune. You have actually the moon too. The moon. Let me just keep going before I speak on any of this stuff. Tears of my enemies, and another Libra. There's something going on that is forcing you to be out of character. There is a snake close to you. It's forcing you to take on energy that is not normally in your character. But it is self-protection. You have no choice. You're very logical. I mean, if you're a typical Virgo, you're very logical. And you're approaching it in that way. But I do want to clarify all of this because it's very interesting. Let's look at, honestly, I want to look at love and partnerships first. Let's look at love and partnerships for Virgo. Love and partnerships for Virgo. Love and partnerships for Virgo. Yeah, look. Hello. Three-party. Three of Swords. Three-party energy. Something's going on. Either you're willingly participating in a three-party situation, and you're the snake, and I am not judging, I swear, at all. I'm just telling you what I see. Or there is somebody close to you engaging in this behavior, and so you become the snake to find out more. But there is definitely a three-party situation going on here, and if that doesn't sound like your situation, this might not be your reading. It's plain and simple. It has to be somebody's, because there's just too many clues here. The Gemini, even the Gemini, where are you? Even this Gemini symbol, there's a duality going on. So let's keep going. Advice. You know, come to think of it, for some of you, you might be in a three-party situation. You might have hurt somebody else, or that was your future. You might hurt somebody else, and that's why you're the observer. For some of you anyway. For others of you, this is something you don't know about. So for the advice is to stay guarded, is to guard whatever it is you've been guarding, whether it's the secret or your knowledge of it. Self. The Ace of Cups. It looks like what you're offering is not what you're offering is a true cup. Let me pull on that one more time. Show me the Ace of Cups. Too many cards. Clarify the Ace of Cups for me in Virgo's reading. Clarify the Ace of Cups. 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 Yeah, there's conflict. You might be dealing with a water sign. And if I remember correctly, somebody was offering you a cup. But there's disharmony associated with it. And it did come under the warning column. So let's look at home and family. Guilt, sabotage. Either you, if you're in the Seven of Swords energy, if you're the snake, if you're the person that's involved in this three-party situation, you're feeling a lot of guilt. If you're not, then the other party whoever's responsible for this either is or will feel a lot of guilt. Health and well-being. So you're either spying on someone, and maybe that's where the snake comes from, or someone is spying on you. It certainly looks like it might be you. Maybe you just want to find out more information. There is a masculine energy here. That's either you, or it might be the third party. Finances and wealth. Your finances and wealth look fine. You have new beginnings. There's a lot of fire energy there. That's good. Action. Career. So you're going to be, I mean, when it comes to wealth, finance, career, it looks like you're going to be fine. If you're not fine now, I'm telling you, the energy coming into all this is going to be good. This other stuff is a whole different thing. Social life, others. Yeah. Transcendence, unity. That duality again. That Gemini energy. There's something going on here for sure, and I can't, it's difficult for me to look at a snake and picture a Virgo. And it's probably because of my preconceived notions. I really love Virgos, and I have a certain view of them, which probably doesn't do me any favors in this reading. So yes, anyone is capable of ending up in a third party situation. Sometimes you end up in these situations through a series of events that you just didn't see coming. And so, like I said, I'm not judging you. If you are the snake because you are trying to find out what's really going on, because you can't live without knowing, then honestly, I understand that a lot better. There will be some sort of harvest at the bottom of the deck. There will be some sort of harvest, and you do have this balance. You strive for balance. You strive for just, you don't like this energy of not knowing, of indecision, of not, you like truth, balance, stability. And it looks like you might get that before the fall is over. And you do have growth by the summer, but the truth is, I think the growth comes before that. I don't think you're going to have to wait for summer for that. I'm going to pull one more card. Somebody has regret, and it's just such a difficult energy. I'm not sure whether it's you or whether it is someone else. And maybe the reason I can't put my finger on it is because it's a collective reading, and some of you very well might have begun a third party situation, and then others of you might be in one and not realize it. Let me pull for Virgo. You got a seashell. All right. The waves have been chaotic lately. Allow yourself to recover peacefully. Yeah. It looks like chaos, but it looks like internal chaos. And it's not an energy you're comfortable in. So I could see you looking at that like it's chaotic. You have been unapproachable lately, you cactus. The truth is, I get it. I would be unapproachable too if this was me. It's very unnerving situation to be in. let me just pull 2 more oracle cards, okay? I probably... Yeah, innocence, purity, redemption. And you know, the shadow side of this is an inability to defend oneself against negative forces. So, you know, you could be very feeling that you could be in this energy of, if you don't know what's going on, you can't defend yourself. Part of you might feel like spying is collecting information to get you to make you less defenseless. It's very possible for some of you anyway. And drum roll. The rescuer provides strength and support to others in crisis. Well, maybe this is you. It certainly looks, I mean, I don't want to ruin this by starting to pull cards out from under there, but it certainly looks like that's your energy. And you know, the 7 of Swords energy, you know, being a collective reading, I should mention that another possibility is that someone stole something from you, and it was, you know, a connection that was very near and dear to your heart. And that may be where the anger came from, and maybe that's why you started questioning who this person actually was. I mean, there's so many different things going on here. I don't think I've ever seen so many different energies in one reading, but I do think that some of you are definitely going through it, and you might feel very defenseless in the wake of this. You might feel like you in the past were very supportive. You were their rescuer. And you didn't expect anything in return except perhaps loyalty. So, yeah, if you're hurt and if you're spying and you need to gather your information in order to feel strong again, I guess you need to find your sword of truth, you know? You need to go and find it. For others of you who find yourself in these situations and you're disturbed by it and now you don't know what to do, that energy isn't good for you either. You know, I don't need to tell you that. I mean, you know that. You can see it. You can feel it. It's very chaotic energy, and it doesn't sit well. Like if this was a Gemini reading, I would say, you know, maybe you thrive off that energy, but I don't think Virgos do. I think Virgos like their stability, and even if you were the one that made the, I'm not going to say a mistake, but if you're the one who found yourself in this situation, it still can't be comfortable for you. It's just not likely. So I wish you the best. In the coming weeks, we're going to be doing some pick a cards, so that might be better for you. You know, as we go through a pick a card stack, you are picking a specific you know, layout, and you know, it might be more accurate for you. And if you subscribe, click all, so this way when we have all the pick a cards, you get notified. Otherwise you won't. You'll just get notified sporadically of Virgo readings. Okay. I wish you the best. Namaste.